Hello, and welcome to the Wastelands, where everyone's a little mad, and insanity is fighting a war when demons are about to break through, which is exactly what we're finding ourselves in. Nothing short of insanity. True, it is for the weak. But somebody's gotta look out for the weak. And then occasionally you need to be just a little bit insane to be able to do that. And that is why we are here at the Wastelands, where only those who have forgone their insanity, where only those who have forgone their sanity can survive. It's called Friday. Well, no, because he kills the weak. He ends it. He is the weak end. Anyway, today I am planning on... So he's not looking out for the weak, he's killing them. That's a totally different mindset. I want to say me too, but you know the secret, Teats? Every day is a weekend for me. Anyway, as I was saying, the plan today, now that I have gotten everyone, is do one more round of talking to everyone. Try me. Call the game. Wanna go to Space Marines? Hell, I'll let you bring Frank and Grim. Then you might actually stand a chance against me. Exactly. Anyway, that being said, today I am planning on doing one more round of Haven, making sure that I have currently the best materials. Want to do one more round of talking to people. No worries, take your time, Shady, even though I know you can't hear me. And then I'm gonna go and rescue my soldiers, because as a newly budding organization, I need to take care of my own. My people need to be able to trust me in order for me to be a leader. I mean, you say that, but Brazea trusted him. And he was trying to keep her safe. I mean, that also makes you a heretic by extension. My friend, you're just as heretical as I am.
What can I do for you?
Tell me about the charges.
Can we talk about the Bull's Chargers?
Best company you'll find from here to the Anderfells. In my time with the Chief, we've gone up against everything from bandits to magic trees. We're expensive, but you'll never doubt we're worth it. Want to know anything in particular?
then why don't you cook that food another day? You should enjoy the moment, enjoy the little things now that you can. What are your abilities?
Do the Chargers specialize in anything from a tactical standpoint?
Bull doesn't want us large enough to work as an army. We're better as shock troops, as skirmishers. We've got archers for hitting enemy infantry, Dalish with more archery, and Skinner and her people on the flanks. Rocky handles fortifications and traps, and Stitches keeps us all fighting. They mostly hold back. I'll lead the frontline fighters with Grim, and the chief goes wherever he can hit something.
I mean, fair. I do agree with you there. But one extra day, is that going to make all the difference? Tell me of an interesting job.
You said something about everything from bandits to magic trees. I'll admit to some curiosity.
Right. Sylvans. That's what Dalish called them. Apparently spirits can possess trees too. Some noble in the Dales, and they really don't like it when you call them Dalish nobles, had a haunted forest.
But
His family had abandoned the land, but he wanted
what about
it back.
pizza?
The chief bought us all axes, and then
hamburger.
we went. Between the axes and the torches, the Sylvans weren't too bad. Worst part was the squirrels.
You follow standard rules?
I assume the Chargers observe the standard etiquette.
Come on,
Absolutely.
please.
Clean record and
It's
cleared to take
just
jobs in any country you can
day.
name. We accept surrenders for
What's
ransom
the
from mercenaries,
harm in
nobles, and
that?
soldiers wearing a lord's colours. Our prisoners are treated well, injuries tended. We'd want the same for any of ours who got captured.
Okay.
We'll talk later. What's going on?
Nothing
See you
here.
later, Paul. See you. Good day to you.
Nothing for sale.
All's well.
How are the horses?
How are your Chargers? Well supplied?
Haven is groaning under the weight. It wasn't built for this, but we'll make it serve.
Alright.
Farewell.
Make her be with you.
Smithing is hard work.
No. I should wait a little for that.
Another time.
Okay.
Another time.
Something on your mind?
Let's talk about you.
I want to hear more about you.
Compared to yours, my life will seem dull indeed.
Where are you from?
Your name Blackwall doesn't sound Orlesian. Marcher, then? Ferelden?
I was from the Free Marchers originally. Markham. That was a long time ago. Another life.
Ah, so you have a past.
I hear that many wardens were once criminals.
You're right. And when you join, your past is forgotten, so let's leave it that way.
You weren't always a warden.
What did you do before you became a warden?
I was a soldier, a nobody trained to wield a sword and follow orders. I grew weary of fighting other men's wars.
So you became a warden?
More or less. Becoming a Grey Warden was the first time I felt like I mattered. The life I led before seems hollow in comparison. Perhaps one day it will fade away.
Why did you become a warden?
Why did you join the wardens?
Because they remember honor and sacrifice. Words that have little meaning to the rest of us. Because they lay down their lives for those they have sworn to protect. We all need to believe there are such men in the world. I needed to believe I could be one of them.
Never mind.
We can continue this discussion at another time.
Very well. At your service.
Thoughts on the Inquisition?
What do you think of the Inquisition?
You already know what I think of your forces. I'm not sure what else there is to say.
Oh. That's enough talk.
We should return to our duties.
Black Bull. Let's see if these guys have anything to say.
Yes?
Goodbye.
That's enough for now.
Another time, then.
Yes?
Anything I should know?
Is there anything I should know?
Redcliffe wasn't always a refuge for mages. Some of our recruits have family there. They fear for the place, as do I.
That's all.
That's all for now.
Another time, then.
That is that mission that keeps popping up that I've already done.
All things in this world are finite. What one man gains, another has lost.
Need something?
Those who steal from their brothers
Never
and
mind.
sisters
Carry on.
do harm to their livelihood and to their
You know what I'm fine.
I met Warden Blackwall.
Can I get you anything?
Nothing here.
Farewell.
Goodbye.
Nightingale's eyes, secret lies in their world,
Ready for waiting.
raised tears they cry, but all the while we softly lie and spiral you.
Carry on.
I'll be back if I need you.
Go on.
Will they find
Bye, Gremlin. Oh, wait. One more location I need to go.
Greetings.
Goodbye.
We'll talk later.
Goodbye.
Secret can get.
You're back. And in one piece.
How are things?
How are your people holding up?
No one's declared me a heretic recently, so I won't complain.
Goodbye.
Farewell.
Nothing here, I guess. Any upgrades? Don't have a Dawn Lotus. Don't have any of those. Nope. 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 Any grenades? No, no. No. No upgrades just yet.
I don't understand. I thought the chant of light bound us all together.
It seems Blackwall knows nothing about the disappearance of the Grey Wardens. It's a disappointment. I am, however, glad that he is with us, even if he was not what I expected. He seems to be a good man, and his experience will be an asset to the Inquisition. As for the other Wardens, I suppose we will have to keep looking.
Any updates?
Anything I should know?
I've nothing to report at the moment.
Okay.
I'll leave you to your work.
Did you need something?
Carry on.
I'll leave you to your work.
Since you did bring up Blackwall, I thought there might be more, but apparently not. So,
Oh, make her hear my cry.
I do need to check
by
the
your
war
side.
table, which I will do
I
in a
will take
minute.
these injured in the woods to research them in nature. Apothecary Adon
Please
says he'll
tell
have
me
the
if you
reagents
find
you
something.
requested soon. Please send him my thanks.
Good day to you.
Anything to
What
report?
do the people make of us?
Despite our fame, we're low on steadfast allies. We must aim for more.
How are our guests?
Any visiting dignitaries I should watch out for?
None in particular. Our guests are well pleased with what they've seen.
Okay. Then it is time for the war council. I have that. I have that. And that could be awesome. Because I need all the speech options. Okay, overlay. Report ready, report ready, report ready. Ugh, I have a lot to do. Red Jenny says drop and grab. Mischief, not malevolence. The servants involved were dismissed. And with a minor reward for the effort. Okay. The Chantry remains. Some Chantry clerics were openly appreciative once Inquisition soldiers arrived at the Grand Cathedral. Without the Templars, they've resorted to mercenaries to protect Chantry property from looting. Other clerics, however, fled in terror, assuming we were coming either to arrest or kill them. These are no longer a problem, and those who remain should provide valuable political support. Cullen. Oh, that is good. More influence. Utilizing the Grey Warden treaties. I was correct. Spreading word that the Inquisition was allied with the Grey Wardens meant messages of support poured in. With the treaties in hand, we've managed to secure new recruits and donations of both gold and equipment. The commander will make good use of them, Josephine. Ooh, I got robes. So... choosing successor in Lides. Part of the Ben Hasrat report noting the current fight for succession in Lides, which has been without a direct ruler since Duke Rimarch died early in the Orlesian Civil War. The duchy will go to one of the 3 members of the dead Duke's family, all of whom have possible claims to the position due to the complex nature of Orlesian politics. His cousin, Carolina, already a duchess by marriage, his daughter Monet, whose claim is muddied by her youthful naivete and the fact that her father pushed her into a life of service to the Chantry after his wife's death, likely to protect her from the dangers of the game, and his brother Jean Gaspard, an ambitious and cunning man who has been searching for power. Carolina is capable and not overly invested in overseeing Lights personally. Monet would be the most easily manipulated but less likely to be useful. Jean Gaspard would be the most difficult to manipulate and could present the threat if he succeeds his brother. Any of the 3 candidates could become a valuable ally to the Inquisition, but the other 2 must be removed from play first. I can destroy Carolina's marriage with 4 words and the proper glove left on the proper table. Monet would do better in the Chantry than in the game. I can see that she is encouraged to take vows. Jean Gaspard is a cavalier and capable military leader. If we want him removed, I dare say we might recruit him for ourselves. Ooh. Ooh. That way I would be able to control him. Or have a better eye on him. And he's out of the way where he could be a problem. Huh. That is interesting. I need to remember that. Complete. Investigate the strange chalk markings. Excerpts from Rector's reports. Do you know the sign? A triangle point down, 2 wavy lines through it. A lookout spotted it in chalk. One on a ruined wall close to one of our outposts. A cursory inquiry into the symbol has revealed nothing. Archivists are still looking. Argent thinks we saw the symbol, or something very like it, scrawled in a ledger that belonged to the Comtesse de Bayard. A sweep was done, as you ordered. Almost every outpost of ours has been marked in this manner. Many believe we are being watched. To what end, we do not know. What about a decoy outpost set up near a trade route and watched carefully? If someone decides to take out their piece of chalk, we'll have them. I could follow up on Argent's lead. The Comtesse de Bayard is reclusive and has remained steadfastly neutral in all matters, but I'm certain I can find some way to gain her cooperation. And he will. So if he's not participating, that's good, because I could send him to the other mission. Okay. What about the Ferelden? Before the first flight, this task was a few agents knowledgeable regarding dangerous measures. I have just one in mind. So I think I'm sending Liliana here.
Let's see what we have.
Let me send him here.
To work?
And
let us
her
begin.
Here. I think that's a good beginning. So now, okay. You can't send me on a mission. I'm the leader. I'm gonna send you on a mission. Also, memories of the Grey. So I do need to find these things, but that's for later because the first. Inquisition soldiers are missing in the uncharted marshes of southern Ferelden. Travel. So that is the mission I am going to do now, cause he needs to look out for his own. I did get armor, so I do want to see that. Ooh, that is decent armor. 2 strength and 2 willpower. For the moment. I can grab something better later, and it's actually good looking armor, so. Well, guess what, Deeds? I am leaving the hinterlands. Because I am going. Oh. I am going to the Fellow Mire. They have something on the Storm Coast, I thought. But anyway. Well, it's not really commanding if I was already doing that. Who am I taking with me? Let's take him. Let's take... I do want Varric with me. And let's take her with me. Confirm. I'm actually glad Varric is still in this game. Alright, welcome Shady. So, to catch you up on what you missed, I went around the camp talking to everyone I still needed to talk to. I went to the war table. I have no deeds, that's not how that works.
Thank you for coming. Maybe you can solve this mess. Our missing patrols are being held hostage by Avar, barbarians from the mountains.
What are they doing in a bog?
That's the thing. Their leader, he wants them to fight you, because you're the Herald of Andraste.
Why?
What do they have against Andraste?
Well, the Avar think there are gods in nature, as in, the sky has a god and the forest. The Avar say you're claiming to be sent by one, and they'll challenge the will of your god with their own. I think their leader's just a boastful little prick who wants to brag he killed you.
That's fame for you.
Should I autograph something for him before he tries to behead me?
They think readings for the weak. You know, scholars, lowlanders, or legion peasants. Getting to our troops
No,
won't be easy.
please, it's not
You'll
how
have to
that
fight your
works.
way through undead. Wait, you're not squeamish about undead, are you?
I want to save that patrol.
It doesn't matter. I'm not letting the Avar butcher the Inquisition's people.
I appreciate it. The Avar are holed up in the castle on the other side of the fallow mire. Make her willing, the Inquisition's people are still alive.
Anyway, as I was saying,
This might interest you, sir.
report.
What is it?
This could help us.
The Summerstone, Velveteen, and Deep Stalker hide. Okay. Anyway, as I was saying, Shady, what you missed is I've sent the three of them out on another mission. One of them is about a grab for power in an Orlesian territory. And I could choose between someone who was smart and cunning, but is really keen on power, someone who was easy to manipulate but not very useful, or someone who didn't care and would be easy to work with. There were two options, but I sent Colin because with Colin's idea, we could recruit him into the Inquisition, which I think was a better option, to have him on board and not somewhere where he could be actively working against us. So I've sent Colin in order to be able to recruit him. I've sent... Then there's the dude who goes around our camps marking it with chalk. I had... Apparently somebody knows what that means. It's in a ledger, but she doesn't receive people often and doesn't really reveal information. I have sent Josephine on that because Josephine can ruin her and might be able to get the information, I think. And then on another one, and then there's the looking into the Haven Underground, where the cathedral was destroyed, to look for like reliquaries and such. send Liliana on that mission. The Light of Andraste. There is a wind-weathered inscription on the statue, commissioned in 655 Storm by the illustrious Ban Haargrave, protector of the fellow mare, to commemorate the completion of her keep and to thank Blessed Andraste for her good fortune. Fire vulnerability, let's go. Oh, these things are level 12. These are high level. Oh boy, where is he? Okay, that went.
There must be more further in.
Okay, that went a lot better than I thought it would. What level am I? Level 9. Well, I'm closer to 12 than I thought I was. Oh, fruit. Oh, fruit. Okay. So same issue, people not high enough level to equip the things I want to equip on them. Good to know.
Look, signs of a plague.
I'd guess that the afflicted never made it far enough to spread the disease past this bog. It's fortunate. Waterborne diseases are often painful.
Blue vitriol. More elf fruit. Oh, and what are the lyrics? Okay. Well, I'll have to go check that out later. Once the other two are back. Yeah. Loot. Oh, that's good. Ooh, what's this? Gardner Diary. Property of Ira Gardner. Hey! Teats! I found Ira's brother. Ira Bookworm's brother. Ira Gardner. Is written in spidery handwriting in this collection of homemade recipes and remedies. The last entry reads, first sign of the plague is coughing and going pale, like blood's run out of your skin. Elfruit suits the cough but doesn't cool the next day's fever. That's where the spindleweed helps. The one I planted by the old shed came in quick. They seem to like where the soil's dry. I'll try making an ointment with it tomorrow. The Empty Ones. The Empty Ones were a small and short-lived cult based in Navarra and known for worshipping the Blight and, by extension, the Darkspawn. Some confuse the Empty Ones with followers of the Winter's Old Gods, a reasonable mistake since archdemons are said to be tainted old gods. However, it is clear from histories that the Empty Ones did not worship Dumat and his ilk, but the Blight itself. Following Andraste's death, many of her followers fell into a deep despair. They believed that the prophet's betrayal and execution marked the beginning of the end of the world and that the Maker's wrath would soon come upon them. The most fatalistic of them all gathered together to prepare for their doom. They called themselves the Empty Ones, for they saw themselves as worthless husks, ready to be swept away by the Maker's hand. It is unknown what passed then, but over time the Empty Ones grew to believe that the Blight was to be the tool by which the Maker would end all creation. They preached that it came from the void, a place of nothing, and that returning to the void was something to be celebrated because it meant an end to all pain and all suffering. Some mistakenly take this to mean that the Empty Ones worship evil, but that is an oversimplification. The Empty One believes the world to be beyond redemption, and that it was the Maker's will that it be destroyed completely. There are tales of Empty Ones scouring the deep road, searching for Darkspawn whom they saw as Blight's prophets in order to assist them in bringing about the next Blight. Predictably, the beginning of the second Blight saw the end of the Empty Ones. The entire cult made its way into the Underfells, where they stood in the path of the encroaching Darkspawn, and singing in praise of the oblivion that was to overtake them, they were consumed. Okay.
Careful. Disturbing the water draws them out. Of some sort.
Wait, why is he... Oh, he's poisoned. Let him take a potion.
Look out!
What did I do? So, for this, just remember the Temple of Enchanter. The Magi will do everything they see. First they blow up. Okay. Also, Shady. We found Ira Bookworm's brother. Where is she? Oh, there she is. Get him.
We find any more beacons, we could lure the undead onto solid ground. Might be a faster fight.
Keep an eye out for more then.
Okay, that is an interesting mission. Ooh, that is good to have. Loot. But yeah, we found Ira Bookworm's brother. Ira Gardner. I don't know, Shady, I was just making a joke. Because I remember Ira Bookworm distinctly from our campaign, so I don't know. Ira Gardner, Ira Bookworm. I thought it was funny. Ooh, deep mushroom. Oh, I've got a couple of codex pages. Blackwall. I do not have much on Warden Blackwall. We know he became Constable of the Grey in Valchevin after Warden Constable Fontaine assumed the position of Commander of the Grey from her predecessor. He also bears the Silverite Wings of Valor, an honor bestowed upon our Legion Wardens for deeds of great daring. The details of the acts for which Blackwall earned the Silverite Wings, however, are sketchy. Grey Wardens hide their secrets well. The medal was likely awarded for a campaign to secure deep roads, entrances within Orlais, shortly after the Fifth Blight. Several Grey Wardens lost their lives on that campaign. Perhaps more would be dead if not for Blackwall. According to my sources, Warden Blackwall has been traveling alone for several years now. The last anyone saw him at the keep in Valchevin, it was 937 Dragon. It had been completely abandoned, along with all other warden outposts. I believe Blackwall is as curious about the disappearances as we are. Perhaps in time, we will find answers. Liliana. To be fair, that would be hilarious. Iron Bull. Circumstances. To answer your question, when faced with my own troubles last year, I employed the Bull's charges. Their leader, the Iron Bull, is a Kunari, a great horned giant of a man. He looked like a savage, but spoke like a gentleman. He seemed unstoppable in combat, but is far more clever than a simple swordsman. His mercenaries were costly, but they were both strong enough to protect my family's caravans and clever enough to discover how the bandits came onto such luck in their attacks upon my family. The bandits have been no trouble at all since, and the Baron of our mutual acquaintances effusively assured me that he would be greatly surprised if they ever again caused us such difficulty. If you wish to employ the Iron Bull, I can provide you with his contact information, as well as a list of the liquors he enjoys most particularly. Will your husband also be present in these negotiations, or will you be making the acquaintances of the Iron Bull in a more intimate setting? If so, we shall have talk the next time our men go hunting. Yours in friendship, B. A letter from a hidden drawer in a noblewoman's vanity, and copied carefully before being returned. Lots of characters. Deep mushrooms. Deep mushrooms refer to the entire group of fungi that grows underground in caves and many parts of the dwarven deep roads. Collections can be dangerous tasks, as the deep roads are often infested with darkspawn. Because of this, dwarven merchants often recruit casteless hirelings for the job and pay them a meager percentage of what they earn selling the mushrooms to the surfacers. The most common variety used in the herbalist's trade are the blightcap, ghoul's mushrooms, and brimstone mushrooms, almost all of which tend to carry the darkspawn corruption. While they cannot transmit the disease, this trait often makes them quite poisonous. Deep mushrooms should only be handled by experienced herbalists and should never be consumed without first being adequately cleaned and prepared. Careless consumption has been known to cause insanity, severe abdominal cramping, and even death. Corpse. In most corners of Tedas, funeral rites include burning or dismembering the dead to prevent them from becoming host to demons. But not everyone gets a proper burial. It is not unheard of for the dead to be thrown in mass graves in the aftermath of a battle or execution, almost asking some demon to claim the corpses. Also lots of enemies. I think, Shady, I'm going to have a lot of time going through this game because there seems to be a lot I need to find. And a lot of story to churn through. Kunari Thomas Rance. Danny Goodwill lay on the hard stones of the Kirkwall docks until the sailors left with her purse. As she struggled to her feet, a large grey hand reached down to help her. It was one of the Kunari, the great horde giants who had come to live in the city. "I thank you," said Nanny Goodwin hesitantly, looking for her satchel. "I did not know the docks were so dangerous, or I would have asked one of Lord G's guards to accompany me as I bought healing herbs for the children." "You are a Tamasran," said the Kunari. "Under the Qun, no sailor would accost you. Why are you here?" "I am but Lord G's nanny," Nanny Goodwin said, "and Lord G did not believe me when I told him that the children needed healing herbs, so I was forced to buy them myself." "Under the Qun," said the Kunari, "Thomas Rans are trusted and listened to when caring for the children, and any healing herbs they need would be provided. Why did Lord G not attend to your words?" "He is a noble," Nanny Goodwin said, "and I am merely a servant who cares for his children." She shifted her shawl to hide the bruises the sailors had given her, as well as the bruises Lord G himself had left. "Under the Qun," said the Kunari, "all are equal, and no Thomas Ran thinks herself a mere anything." Nanny Goodwin bid the Kunari good day and returned to Hightown with much to think about. Kunari, Ben Hasrat. Hasrat agents primarily observe and report. While this may seem underhanded, It is no more than most nations do with their spies, and the Kunari are, perhaps rightly in retrospect, extremely concerned with the danger our culture comparatively liberated mages pose. Our assumptions that all Ben Hasrat are malicious spies bent on bringing Orlais into the Qun has no basis in fact. It is simply prejudice against a race whose appearance unsettles us, compounded by a guilty conscience at seeing how many peasants, especially elves, prefer life under the Qun to life under our empress. The Kunari are a society of people, people with different culture and different values, but people, nevertheless, as complex and nuanced as Orlais. An excerpt from The Lion and the Bull. Okay, what else is there? Tal Vachon. There are more Tal Vachon as well, and the guards cut him down. As they disarmed the last Tal Vachon, one guard asked him why he lived like this, why he acted in this manner. The Tal Vachon looked him in the eyes and said, "I deny the Qun." Then he threw himself upon the guard's blade. I have questioned the Qun. I believe many of us have, although we do not admit it to each other. But when I saw that rage in the Tal Vachon's warrior's eyes, when I saw the horrible savagery that the Qun alone holds in check, I knew where I belonged. I am not a perfect Kunari, but I know my place and my purpose. I am content. The Avars. The skies, as well as dozens of animal gods, never named to outsiders. Nothing lasts in the mountains. Wind and rain eventually eat away the strongest holds. Valleys that were arable one generation are locked in year-round ice the next. Game is constantly on the move, even among themselves. The Avar make no absolute promises. They wed by a tradition in which the groom struggles to untie a tightly knotted rope, while the bride sings a hymn to one of the gods. However many knots he has undone by the time her song ends is the number of years she will spend with him. Lowlanders often forget that there is no such thing as permanent alliance in the Frostbacks. The Grey Wardens formed a shield of their own bodies and held that... The Blight had ravaged the land for months. The armies of the great kings amassed for one last stand as the sun burst through the clouds that boiled and churned in the dark sky. It illuminated a vast seething horde of darkspawn with the archdemon at its head. It was then, when courage seemed to fail and all lost to death and despair, that the Grey Wardens came. They arrived with the beating of wings like mighty war drums and stood before the armies of men. The Grey Wardens, grim and fearless, marched forth, ever between men and the encroaching darkspawn. They formed a shield of their own bodies and held that line until the archdemon was dead and the last darkspawn lay crumpled in the dirt. Then, demanding neither reward nor recognition for their sacrifice, the Grey Wardens departed. When the clouds rolled back and the sun shone full on upon the blighted ground, the great kings knew that they had lost no man, that none of their blood had been spilled. This is a tale about no battle the Grey Wardens have fought, and yet about them all. They have always defended us from the Darkspawn, taking losses so we do not have to. Adaptation of the Grey Warden legend. The tale outlined above is widely told, although subject to regional variation. Free marches might substitute great kings for titles bestowed in their given city-states. In Ferelden, the implied army of wardens is something replaced with two, representative of the national heroes who fought and defeated the archdemon at Denerim during the Fifth Blight. The beating of wings is a reference to the griffins. The wardens are said to have ridden into battle, although griffins went extinct long before the recent Blight. They still appear in numerous stories, sometimes serving as a metaphor for the warden's unrestrained courage, but also employed to please an eager audience. There is another group I haven't read. Which one am I? Oh, here. Vachon, the Grey Ones. Why do you keep asking me about the Qun? I'm not Kunari. I met a human once who made shoes. Why don't you tell me about shoemaking? You've met more Kunari than I have. I've lived my whole life here in Navarra. No, I'm not Tal Vachon. Tal Vachon are rebels. You can't rebel against something you've never seen. I'm Vachon. No, I didn't use the same word. It's vasho, not talvasho. Nobody told me humans couldn't hear speech. No. I hate humans. Unused portions of a transcript from an interview with Isala, a Kunari goat herder, found in the notes of Brother Jenny TV. What is this? The Rat of Heaven. Okay. Those who oppose thee shall know the wrath of heaven. Fields and forests shall burn, the seas shall rise and devour them, the wind shall tear their nations. From the fact of the earth, lightning shall rain down from the sky. They shall cry out to their false gods and find silence. Canticle of Andraste, 719. Who was Andraste? This question has lingered in the ages since her death, not as easily answered as the faithful assume. Born an Alamari slave in the frontier realm of the Tevinter Imperium, now Ferelden, the chant says she is the bride of the Maker, that he told her in a vision of her role leading the rebellion against the corrupt magisters. Is it true, or, as some early Andrastian cults believed, did a friendly spirit bestow this vision? We must remember that legends of Andraste were a multitude in the years immediately following her execution, and beliefs we take for granted belong to the cult, victorious in suppressing all the others. Indeed, even to suggest that there was once disagreement was considered the direst heresy, until today, when we have lost even the memory of disagreement. All we know for certain is that Andraste inspired a world gripped by tyranny and chaos, that she helped spark a war which tore all of Terras asunder. Seheron. The goal is fear. The Kunari in Seheron's market must fear that everyone who serves their food is a rebel looking for a chance to slip poison onto a Kunari plate. The rebels must fear that every farmer they pass in the fields is a Ben Hasrat spy ready to bring soldiers running. And the commoners, the peasants, they must fear everyone. They see rebels light fires that kill Kunari and commoner alike. They see Ben Hasrat arrest commoners who all know are innocent. When these events do not occur naturally, it is our duty to catalyze the process. Only when the commoners of Seheron fear the rebels and hate the Kunari will the Imperium be seen as the preferable option. The actions we take here may seem cruel, but to succeed we must agitate until all of Seheron hates both the rebels and the Kunari for their actions. Only when the people are broken can we save them. Only when they fear all others will they accept the aid of the Imperium. Any good soldiers would kill 10 men to save 20. We must bring terror to Seheron so that we might one day bring peace. Well, that was a lot of reading. Anyway, there is supposedly a quest here. Ah, I see. Veilfire in the Fallowmire. The Veilfire messages in the Fallowmire are largely gibberish and imply a kind of paranoia. Certain letters and numbers repeat. It is possible the writing is in code. These Veilfire runes are interspersed with numbers and mathematical notations. They evoke a clear sense of panic, as if the author was trying to figure out a difficult problem. Oh, that's the veil fire. Man, this lightning is violent. What are these? Blockfishes. I mean, might as well. These things are strong. Jesus, am I going to lose to these things? Then I know I shouldn't attack them yet next time. He needs a potion first. I don't think I'm quite right to fight those yet, not as a group at least. I mean, I need to gather resources. I need to know what these things give eventually, but maybe not as a group, because they hit hard. Even if they are good swampy bears, they're also resources. You can... So many corpses, Jesus. Come on. I'm gonna need to stack up on more potions. Staring at the set of unreadable runes conjures up a strong feeling of bitterness and arrogance in equal measures. They fade slowly. Codex unlocked. Apostate Readeress's Journal. Apostate Readeress's Journal. The stick journal is half undecipherable. The parts that can be read are splattered with ink, as if the author had written them in a hurry. There were years of notes in that book. Years! Who could have taken it? Or deciphered it? Did someone follow me from the circle? I bet it was Wernham or Clarisse. They always were jealous, little busybodies. If they saw what I've done, the demons I've harnessed, they'd be green with envy. Who's afraid of spirits now, you simpering ooze? But I must have my book back. I will write down the cipher again, before I forget again. These demons are clever. I can't have them demanding a price for decrypting my own notes. The concoctions I can make with the plants here, in safe amounts, will open my mind to vistas past the fate. The demons hint it is beyond me, because they wish to undermine me. It's so clear. It's so very clear. I might get to that camp first, cause well, I need it. I need potions. Cause this is a tough area. But I like the challenge, and I do need to save my men, so saving them I shall. There's a chest up there. How do I get there? Let's go to camp first. I don't want to risk going into another fight I can't win. Smudged drawings. On this small note, the words "not deathroot" have been underlined 3 times. There's a small illustration of a plant that looks like spindleweed, with this one underneath it. Ooh. That is actually pretty good. Except I don't have immolate. I have flash fire. Blackwall. That's a good one for him. She doesn't have any yet, so I have to ask, Shady, do you mean it in a sarcastic way, like, yep, saving the people as I'm going off on tangents? Or is it like, yep, save the people, it's important?
A decent enough place to camp, I suppose.
Okay, just had to make sure.
Nothing to report, sir.
Now, there was something. I'm sorry, Shady. And on top of that, I got a codex. Bogfisher. I accompanied Marquis d'Archambon upon this expedition reluctantly, although d'Archambon insisted that an exploration to show me the truth and beauty of the world might assuage the consternation with which I observe it. As we entered the caves, the cold and brackish water dripping incessantly, we came upon a hulking beast whose great flapping paws slapped the stone. In countenance it was broad, its flaps of hide hanging loose across its bristled back. D'Archambon drove it away, laughing at its clumsiness, heedless of the declinate fangs protruding at unknowable angles from its distended maw. He said the beast, or bogfisher as the locals called it, was a failing vestige in the land of men, fit to be tamed or slain. That night we camped beside an underground lake, its rippling waves a susurrus of inhuman whispers. The sepulchral emptiness of the starless night was vast, our own fire pitiful in its sullen rebellion against the unending dark. The bogfisher slipped from the lake, its flapping paws perfectly equipped to propel it through water. Its spiny maw closed upon d'Archambon. Then the Marquis was gone, his frantic thrashing all we could see in the frenzied white water as the bogfishers pulled him under. That night I knew that this is not the land of men. The lightless torpid waters are not tamed. Men are but ants crawling witlessly across a lily pad in a pond. Most think the emerald land bound to their tiny will. These few who peer over the edge and see the leviathans, pale-bellied, scales shimmering in colors with no name swimming beneath them, can only scurry away, trying in vain to articulate the vast and uncaring terror that awaits. What my eyes have seen, my limited mind may never comprehend, but I shall never draw near dark water again. The bogfishers have taught me well. The bogfishers like hiding in dark places and water. Master does not like baths. Footnote in the margin of a manuscript by Baron scribe Dunwich. Well, it is time to head back first. I do have a checkpoint to come back to and continue my adventure from, but I still have a bit of a ways to go. Alright, take your time. Also, someone's playing Guild Wars 2.
Yes?
That's enough for now.
Another time, then.
Did you need something?
That is all.
That's all for now.
Should you require anything, I'll be here.
I mean, I don't have you actively going on Guild Wars in my Steam vision. I just now saw it on Discord. Wait. Oh, no, that is my actual house. Never mind.
On the Seeker Fortress was excellent. It gave us information we dearly needed.
Takes one to know one.
Make her watch over you.
Thank you for all that you are doing to help.
Oh, let's take a look at the reports. Let's see how well or poorly I have done. Choose successor in lights. Commander Cullen, it would be an honor to serve in the Inquisition and prove the medal of the Olesian Chevaliers by doing the Maker's work. I accept your generous offer wholeheartedly and will arrive in good time with those men loyal to me. It will be my privilege to order the Inquisition's troops into holy battle against those who would threaten the order of the Empire. In the Maker's grace, Lord Jean Gaspard of Lides. So that seems like a good one. Investigate the strange chalk markings. Lady Caprina reports having had a wonderful tea with the Countess and to deliver a transcript of their conversation. The triangle? Oh, I remember it well. Drawn in my open ledger by a visiting Antivan trader from whom I wished to buy a ship. The deal immediately fell through. I assume I did not react to the triangle in the way he anticipated. As he left, he said to me, "Do not be so eager to ride the waves, madame. Those across the sea will come soon enough." Complete, 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 complete. With Jean Gaspard removed from play, Carolina or Monet will almost certainly be the next Duchess of Lights. As the struggle intensifies, Carolina has sent agents to cause a scandal. Judging that Monet does not have the skill to avoid such snares, Monet has relied upon Mother Renée, her mentor, in the Chantry for advice upon how to strengthen her claim to the duchy, and the Reverend Mother, in an attempt to protect Monet, has sent mercenaries to threaten Carolina's life. Our troops can easily stop the mercenaries, and Carolina's plan should put her into position to be the next Duchess. Carolina has overplayed her hand by giving her agent so much information. I can turn that on her and leave her reputation in tatters.
To work?
No! Can I load? I guess. That sucks. The Cult of Andraste. It's incredible how many passages remained undiscovered even after the Chantry's arrival, and they scoured every inch of these mountains for years in search of anything related to the sacred ashes. The cult didn't build all of this. It was here long before, and who knows how many years it would take to find it all. Of the few of the new passages uncovered during the search, most were long empty or contained goods far beyond salvage. A few, however, yielded some artifacts of interest, and one evidently contains strange runes we have yet to translate. If we can find someone capable of doing so, they might prove useful to us. Agents with magical knowledge and the means to acquire text. Let's us work on this ourselves. I know of several antique scholars who can be discreet. Please translate the runes for us. It might be longer, but
Let's see what we have.
Let us work on this. Load. Okay. The reason I loaded it is because I made the wrong selection.
I will take the
So let's try this again. Accept report. Accept report. And I wanted to send Liliana.
Let's see what we have.
That is good, and I think Liliana is out on mission. Let's do it with the Antivan scholars. Why not? Since they're already interested in us, might as well show what they can get working with us. So let's go back here. Well, we're having an ad break. Apparently. A note from a scout. The paper is small and thin, meant for transport by a messenger bird. Warn the herald his life is in danger if he comes to the mire. Our patrol spotted Avar 3 days ago. We didn't understand why they came down from the Frostbacks until we were captured in an ambush. The leader said they came because they heard the Inquisition was in the area. They wanted to lure out and kill the Herald of Andraste to win favor with their gods. I escaped, but I can't free the others without help. I found a good camping spot for a rescue party. Will tend to my wounds before signing off. Scout Aubrey Greenhorn.
Nothing to report, sir.
Damn it. Oh well.
No sign of the Avar who want to challenge me, or the Inquisition soldiers.
I hope the Avar haven't gotten bored with the hostages and that they understand how hostages work.
I have a better stuff, apparently. Well, we're about to have another fight. I just realized something. Should probably
Worry about.
There's also a gate near here. The Daughters of Song. Wine, music, poetry. And the wanton and frenzied indulgence of carnal fancies. These things characterize the hedonistic cult known as Daughters of Song. Calling them an order of the faithful lends them a legitimacy they do not deserve. The daughters and sons, though they saw themselves also as daughters, celebrated Andraste's holy union with the Maker in almost every way imaginable, and it was only the holy union they venerated. Andraste's life, her war, her teachings, and her sacrifice were blithely ignored. At its height, the Daughters of Song numbered in thousands. They maintained a stronghold in a village called Virelay, in the fields of Gislaine. Virelay saw a yearly event during which the Daughters of Song paraded carven images of the Maker's glory through the square. The Daughters of Song were wiped out by the righteous forces of Emperor Dracon during the campaigns to unite all of Virelay, when the Emperor's forces sacked the village, the daughters would not arm themselves and were either killed or captured. The village was destroyed and the gold never recovered. Huh. This was easier.
So, you're Herald of Andraste. My kin want you dead, Lowlander, but it's not my job. No fears from me.
What are you doing here then?
Why aren't you with the other Avar?
Trying to figure out this hole in the world. Never seen anything like it's like. They spit out angry spirits. Endless. What the sky's trying to tell us? I don't know.
They're called fade rifts.
They're caused by the breach in the sky. It was some kind of magic gone wrong.
I know that, Lowlander. I'm talking about the Lady of the Skies. Do you not know her? Can't you see the warning she writes through the bird flocks in the air?
Preposterous superstition.
Preposterous is what you wore to a bog, Orlesian.
You know, he's not wrong. She is overly fancy dressed for a bog. Why aren't you attacking if you don't mind me
I thought
asking?
the Avar wanted to fight me.
Our chieftain's son wants to fight you. I'm called in when the dead pile up. Rites to the gods, mending for the bleeding, a dagger for the dying. That's what I do. I don't pick up a blade for a whelp's trophy hunt.
Any idea if the missing people are hurt?
The other Avar kidnapped an Inquisition patrol. Are they all right?
A few were injured in the skirmish, but they were alive. Last I saw them. Someone's trained them well. They killed more of us than I thought they would.
Oh, goodbye.
Farewell then.
Watch the water.
Does she have dispel? I think she does. Great. Okay, close favorite.
Lady of the skies, you can mend the gaps in the air.
There's a reason people have been following our herald.
Maybe you do have a god's favor. Aye.
Goodbye.
Farewell then.
Watch the water.
I am curious if lightning can strike me here.
Oh, quite a smell. These people never had a chance.
Oh. Potion, potion. Can you guys stop attacking me, please? Healing, and I am out of potions again. Okay, fucking stop. These particular Veilfire runes are completely impenetrable, but staring at them brings about the mental image of some kind of plant, and the impression it is somehow important. Then it fades. I'm gonna have to go back to camp just to stock up on potions again. Oh, this is a difficult zone. But it's better than just a hinterlands.
How someone born into wealth and power would choose to live like a peasant.
Let's be fair. I live like a rich peasant.
You ignore your peers and spend your time among laborers and criminals in taverns.
I wish. These days, it's all outposts and marching.
You know perfectly well what I mean, darling.
Look, all those things you like about nobility, power, wealth, notoriety, those are the things I hate about it.
You have very peculiar taste.
Just wait until you meet my friends.
Whoops. rested up. It's going alright. I closed the portal. It is... What am I constantly targeting? It is a higher level zone, and it is more difficult to maneuver through it than in the hinterlands, but... I'm having fun going through it. And I'm slowly doing the missions as I go along them. Oh, right. Good point. Heal up. Yes I did. He also saw me close a rift, so... What the fuck was that? Okay. a revenant. Oh, great. Spirit, fire, and cold resistance, okay. Get out of there, get out of there, get out of there. Stop. How am I supposed to play with tactics if the things don't respond? Yes, except the ability was already done. At that point he was attacking him, but he just kept auto-attacking when I told him to move.
Hang on!
Like, look, now... And now she's dead too. Jesus. The fight shouldn't have gone like that. Because I told him to retreat and he just kept was stuck auto-attacking. Well, that was close. Well, let's try that again. Let's focus on this guy. Okay, good. Okay, here, 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 here. Let's try this spell here. Oh, it's... What? It's another despair demon? And now I didn't have to fight a resident? Okay. I mean, I'll take it, but... Okay. Did I just close all the rifts in the mire? Well, people are level up. It's interesting. It could be. It seems to be. That's good. I do want Winter's Grasp, so that you can freeze enemies for Varric. It almost masks the pungent odor of the mire. Almost. Well, since I'm here as well, might as well look into this. Lots of resources here. You know, you think standing in water, electricity would be really effective. Well, before I do this, it's time for a break. So I will be back in 10 to 15 minutes. Good idea. I should save. So with that, I will see you all in a moment. Hello, and welcome back. So, without further ado, let's go and have our ass handed to us by this guy. Or girl. I don't know why, but I felt like she felt familiar. Anyway. So first, take a potion. Challenge. Fire resistance. That's good to know. Freeze. Long shot. Let's see if we can first deal with... He's done war cry. You focus on dealing with them. I need to focus on these guys. Why do these things do so much damage? Everyone attack her. He takes the last potion. Could I talk to him? Now you're making me curious. Could I talk to him? on, keep going. Ooh. That is not bad. Elf, dwarf, or human. Great. Animate. But apparently he isn't because he can't wear it. Ooh, Dawn Lotus. That's a good find. So what is here? A bed of fire stuff, and I'm too low level. And I'm too low level. I should keep that in mind. Oh. That's the way I came in. I need to go down. Oh, there's another way down. Okay, how? I guess over here? Okay. Getting some good stuff out of this. Also, Varric, you're clipping through the wall. The lost city of Barendur. On the 15th day of my journey across the Tevinter Imperium, our caravan reached a great rolling plain. Swaying grass hid flocks of birds so vast that when they took flight, their numbers blocked the sun. This, our guiding frontier, was the great city of Barendur, a wonder of the ancient world, famed for its fountains, which were said to grant eternal youth. Legend has it that during the celebration of the winter solstice, Carinatus, High King of Barendur, turned away an envoy from the High Priest of Dumat. The priest called upon his god to punish Carinatus for his offense, and the dragon god of silence answered him. Months passed, the kingdom of Barendur fell silent. In distant Minrataus, the priests of Razikal dreamed of dark omens. Their oracles declared that the dire fate had befallen King Carinatus. Finally, the fearful High King of Minrataus sent a company of soldiers to Barendur. The men reported that the roads which led across the northern plains ended abruptly. They walked for leagues over barren, empty rock where the kingdom of Barendur had once been, all of it swept from the face of the world by the hand of a god. Not a single stone of Barendur remains, and nothing of the once powerful city has ever been found, a secret now that can never be told. What is that sound? No. Luna. I'm kind of in the middle of something, Pat. No. What is that sound? Oh, she already left.
Look around.
That shows how little he cares about zombies. this. I'll check out what my marker shows in a minute. Well, there's something in there waiting for me. Waterlogged diary. A diary found in Fallermeyer. One water-soaked entry dated 10 days ago is still legible. The damned roof leaks, and I've been eating boiled roots for a week. I'm squatting in a bog no one so much as spits in for 10 years. Still better than the alienage. Thank Andraste. That's the last time I visit the city for a while. I'm worried about the gardeners. They weren't sick when I left, and now they're all down with a fever. And their little boy is at death's door. Nigel Marsh said we should lock them in their home. The sour codger. Maybe I can bring something to help. Is it deathroot that cures a fever, or elfroot? It can't be deathroot, can it? Ask Ira which is right.
You enjoy mocking my involvement with the Inquisition. What about yours? People like you, nobles, you send men to do your dirty work, your killing. And here you are, getting your hands dirty. Curious.
There is nothing curious about it. So much is at stake. Why would I leave any of it to someone else?
I'm gonna have to be careful this upcoming fight. I am dangerously low on potions and nowhere to teleport to. So, let me save. Ghoul's Beard. Ghouls don't really have beards, do they? I imagine some do. If they had beards before becoming ghouls, that is. What? You don't think they grow them after beguilement? Beguilement? Anyway, isn't it caused by the blight? Nothing can grow on blighted ground. I don't think that applies to hair, does it? Skin isn't really ground. Why are we discussing this? I'm bored. Can you believe she's forgotten she'd already talked about Ghoul's beard 2 weeks ago? Be nice. She's mature. It's hardly useful, unless you want to kill someone, ruin their minds, or some ghastly combination of the two. There was that one story about a cat that chewed on Ghoul's beard and ended up bursting into flames. You're just proving my point here. I hope she doesn't make us touch it again. That thing is so repulsive. Plants shouldn't be, Harry. Oh, and what is it? Like a ghoul's beard? Stop laughing. I think she hurt you. Shit, she's coming. Give me one moment. Well, to be fair, it does sound familiar, but I might have forgotten from where it is. Despair Demon. Slot, but we learned that despair demons are something quite different. Oh wait. Once upon a time we classified these demons as of sloth, but we learned that despair demons are something quite different. They are not the antithesis of justice or valor, but rather of hope. They form nightmares, steering away the foundation of self and purpose. When brought into the world, they are the most attracted to places the downtrodden populate, alienages, slums, prison, and the like. The miasma they spread can lead to extreme behavior. We look for a rash of unexplained suicides. Men and women so filled with grief they lash out. The most intelligent of these creatures are to be feared. For they not only feed on despair, they understand its causes and seek to bring it about. From the shadows they ruin lives, drinking the tears of those who have no idea the cause of their misery is not random chance. Well, here we go. Save again. Oh boy. If I can quickly clear them.
path free of corpses back to the shore.
Sound strategy.
I somehow did it. If I do that, then I'm gonna trigger another fight. It wasn't really a wet noodle fight, because it's Dark that survived. So what I am now going to do is go to my camp and rest up.
Word for you.
What is it?
You may want to look into this. This might interest you, sir.
Report.
What is it?
This may be worthwhile.
Oh, they're different every time. Okay, that is good to know. I didn't realize that. Usually when Rose was the last one standing, it wasn't a wet noodle fight, it was a hit and run. Veilfire in the fallow mire. These unreadable runes evoke for a moment a sudden and overpowering feeling of smug and vengeful triumph, as though a difficult problem has been solved. There is the image of a bottled elixir. Then it fades. A cipher written in the last pages of apostate Wardis' journal corresponds to the Veilfire writing found in fallow mire. The deciphered messages are notes that, when taken together, form instructions on how to concoct a particularly dangerous poison. Now, if I'm not mistaken,
More undead! Don't waste time on them. Head for the castle.
except that these are in my way. Yes, I have.
Get to the castle!
Wasting time. Head toward the castle.
Are these just gonna keep coming? They're gonna keep coming, aren't they? Time to run.
We're wasting time. Head toward the castle.
Take his head!
Okay. Some features on this screen are currently unavailable. Let me get my static. Oh, I can't level because I'm in fight. Okay. Why is it leaving me outside? I'll check that out later.
remind me of someone. Pious bastard. Wore blinding white armor. Told me my shots veered left.
I can see how that describes me perfectly.
Yeah, it was just all that niceness. He was just so nice.
Nice. Right. I take it you didn't like this person.
Sebastian would have taken that as a compliment.
Well, can't open that yet. Nope, can't enter there yet. Ah, I just can't enter that yet, okay. Okay, I think I'm gonna like Lightning Cage.
Herald of Andraste! Face me! I am the hand of...
And do the stanky. Good thing he's weak against lightning. We need to check something. Oh, they need to leave. Huh. Okay. Okay.
Excellent.
Herald of Andraste.
I dealt with the Avar. Is everyone all right?
Yes, your worship. The injured need some rest, but we can return on our own.
I can't believe the Herald came for us. I told you he wouldn't leave us.
Huh. Oh. Oh. He's back.
Your god looks after you, Herald. There lies the brat. His father, chief of our holding, would duel me for the loss if he cared enough.
Work for me instead.
The Inquisition has a purpose your chief lacks. Join me. Help us stop the breach.
Is this why the Lady of the Skies let me here? To help heal the wounds in her skin? Aye, I'll join you. Let me make peace with my kid and I'll find where you set your flag.
Please tell me that wasn't supposed to happen. Please tell me that was just random chance, because that was too good of a timing. Oh, please tell me somebody actually got that. Oh, that was glorious. Oh, that actually made me laugh. Okay, let me return to camp.
Word for you.
Report.
What is it?
This may be worthwhile.
Ooh. More dawn lotus, I think. That is actually a good find. Where is this? Note found at Dyer campsite. Uncle, I was hiding supplies above the rocks when I heard voices from the windmill to the west. It was the horned man again. There's more of them now. I have to see if anyone is still left alive in the village. I'm sorry, but I swear I'll be careful. Granite Point. Some statues in the Fallowmire are of an Avar origin. It amused Ban Hargrave to bring them back from her conquests in the hills and plant them outside her home, the way a gardener might transplant flowers. The Ban entertained visiting nobles by giving tours of the statues, regaling her guests with dark tales of Avar superstition, which she mostly made up on the spot. Too high level, but I did have another shield. It might be, yep, much better. That is good armor. Give me that. It's very pink though.
Varric, darling, what's the name of your tailor?
Why? I don't think he makes anything in your size.
I want to send a sternly worded letter.
So where does this lead to? Huh. Ooh, another chest. Geronimo! I need to find more diseased tissue. What's over here? Well, I guess this is where I began. Diary of Peter Marsh. The gardeners are too sick to save, everyone says. Grandfather and my brothers barricaded them in their own house so they wouldn't make anyone else sick. Yelled at me for watching instead of helping. Said it was for our own good. There's no more lights in the gardener's house. Ravane. Nowhere in my travels, not in the heart of the Imperium or the streets of Ozamar, have I felt so much an outsider as in Ravane. The chant of light never truly reached the ears of these people. The years they spent under the thumb of the Kunari left most of the country zealous followers of the Qun. But resistance to the chant goes deeper than the Qunari War. The Rivieni refuse to be parted from their seers, wise women who are in fact hedge mages, communicating with spirits and actually allowing themselves to become possessed. The Chantry's prohibition against such magical practices violates millennia of local tradition. Short note, Helen, I won't be in tonight. Rupert said he had a surprise for me. He teased me by saying Lady Peasley, which he always does when he's trying to impress me by pretending he's not impressing me. Don't tell Mom where I am. I made fresh porridge in the red pot for both of you. I'll care for her tomorrow, I swear. Lucia. Before Andrastianism, Forgotten Fates. The teachings of the Andrastian Chantry have been part of the Dosian lives for over 800 years. The Chantry guides us and teaches us. We are made humble in the knowledge that we have sinned, and yet we are inspired and given hope through Andraste's story and her song. But Andraste died almost 200 years before her Emperor Cordilis Dracon established the Chantry and spread the chant of light. In those terrible years, the Dosians were lost, crying for salvation. They took anyone and anything they hoped could give them the answer they so desperately sought. Some returned to well-known faiths like the Tevinter Imperium's cult of the old gods, which we hold accountable for the curse of the Blight and the Darkspawn. But others found their own paths, following false prophets and making false gods out of men. Many of these religions have disappeared, dying out with their adherents, like the Daughters of Song and the Empty Ones. Others, like the Blades of Hessarian, may still lurk in the hidden corners of our world. This book aims to remember them, so that we may find compassion for those who lived in those dark times, and also for they who even now are lost and turn to shadows, trying to find light. Bottles of Terrace. Garbolg's backcountry reserve, likely dropped to avoid seizure by authorities, or because of seizure due to drinking it. Garbolg only brewed from 874 to 892 blessed, killed when the vapors in his beard spontaneously combusted. So before I continue here, let us actually first return to camp.
Did you need something?
That's all for now.
Another time, then.
Yes?
Goodbye.
That's enough for now.
Another time, then. Travel safely.
Need something?
Carry on.
At least we got Inquisition troops out at Redcliffe now, giving those people some real... Hello.
We'll talk later.
Can't upgrade that. Can't do that. Can't do that. Nope. Stomachs. Nope. Nope. That's some good upgrades.
If Segra can get what I need, I'll pay the bastard myself. Let me know if you need anything.
What is in this house? Nothing, apparently. So let's go check on Liliana, Josephine, and the war room.
So the Carter sells Lyrians, both mages and Templars.
Did you need something?
Carry on.
I'll leave you to your work.
Make her watch over you.
A learned child is a blessing upon
I will
his
take these
parents
injury
and
reports to research.
Apothecary Adon says
Yes.
you'll have the reagents you
Good.
requested soon.
Please send him my thanks.
What may I do for you?
Anything to
What do the
report?
people make of us?
Despite our fame, we're low on steadfast allies. We must aim for more. Any thoughts on the people?
Any thoughts on the people?
Who did you mean?
Any thoughts on the people? Who did you mean?
Who did you mean? Who did you mean? Who did you mean? Who did you mean? Who did you mean? Who did you mean? Who did you mean? Who did you mean? Who did you mean? Who did you mean? Who did you mean? Who did you mean? Who did you mean? Who did you mean? Who did you mean? Who did you mean? Who did you mean? Who did you mean? Who did you mean? Who did you mean? Who did you mean? Who did you mean? Who did you mean? Who did you mean? Who did you mean? Who did you mean? Who did you mean? Who did you mean? Who did you mean? Who did you mean? Who did you mean? Who did you mean? Who did you mean? Who did you mean? Who did you me
What do you think of Sir Blackwall?
Sir Blackwall seems as loyal to the purpose of the Inquisition as he is to the Wardens. His travels must have taken him strange places. I wish he'd speak more about them.
What do you think
The
of
Iron
Bull?
Bull has had to have made an impression.
He is a loud, unapologetic accident merely waiting to happen. I do wish he'd stop daring poor dignitaries to outdrink him.
What do you think of Vivienne?
We've met a few times before at court. She remains a truly accomplished player of the game. So long as her interests align with yours, Madame Vivienne will be a most valuable ally.
How about our roguish friends, Sarah?
I'd love to know how you and Sarah get along.
I know she extracts gossip from the servants, and she keeps prying into things. Sarah's ability to vanish whenever her mischief's discovered must come in handy, however, I'm sure.
Let's speak later.
Farewell.
Then let's go check out the war room. There is still an hour left, that won't be for today. Interestingly, the ruins are Alamari in origin, belonging to the tribes that inhabited Ferelden almost 1,000 years ago. What is of greater interest, however, is that none of the runes translate intelligibly, meaning it is all in code. According to the translators, a reference to the Guardian also indicates an island off the northern coast. Most curious. I will continue translation efforts in the hope we can narrow this down further. Inquisitor. We explored the fallow mire after you cleared the place out. I've stumbled on an old road that leads west to the Frostbacks. If it's cleaned up, you could use it to shave weeks off of a journey through the mountains. I'd rather be wet than freezing. Scout Harding. I want to keep it for our soldiers, so I'll do that.
To work?
Because that seems like the best idea. That's complete, that's complete. I assume that's... Oh, there's also this one.
At your service.
So, a few more. However, I am going to call it up here, because I think this is a good point to call it up, even if I haven't gotten right on the 4 hours. I'm almost there. But I also have a slight headache, so I do want to make sure I take it easy, and then I can continue this Friday. I think we've made pretty good progress. And I'm not in the hinterlands. No. Let me save one more time. Also, that wasn't to you, Shady. That was to Teeth. Anyway. Let me just back out of the game and see if there's any additional content. I'm actually glad with what I got done. I think it went pretty well. Oh, we we do have a clip. Thank you, Teets, for clipping this, because I swear to God, Shady, I need to know, was this a scripted event that was supposed to happen, or was this pure chance? Let me see if I can show you. Let me remove my webcam. Let me set up the game sound. Okay, are you ready, Shady? I will show you what I mean. I don't think lightning was supposed to strike there at that point, but I love that it did, because it kind of emphasizes Dark's capability. That was really good. Oh, but yeah. That was the clip. So give me a moment to set up a raid. If there's anyone to raid. No, there isn't. So with that, I wish you all a pleasant evening. Stay safe out there, Wastelanders. It's a dangerous world out there.